Salutations, friends. That's right, you saw the title. We're doing a bit of a extreme makeover today. My hair is just in a place I'm not happy with, and I just want to change it up and be able to have some fun. But before we do that, I do want to put out a few disclaimers. Disclaimer number one, do not do this. Do not bleach your own hair if you care even the slightest bit about how it looks or how it feels. Just don't do it. There are hundreds, thousands probably of videos out there showing everything that can go wrong with bleaching your hair at home when you don't know what you're doing. At best, you get really lucky and you end up with an end product that you like. And at the worst, you lose your hair, get chemical burns, everything's spotty and chunky, it feels like hay. There's just so much that can go wrong and that can make your hair unfixable. If you care about your hair, which I know a lot of people do not bleach your hair at home. Fun colors, whatever, anything that's just depositing colors, go for it. That's not gonna hurt you. It's gonna be fine. It might end up looking a bit funny, but it's not gonna like do any damage to your hair or to your scalp, which is very important. Anything that's lifting colors to deposit or using any sort of developer like box dyes and bleach, don't use them. Don't use them if you care about your hair. Just, I highly recommend getting any sort of thing like that done professionally. You're gonna be way better off in the end just spending the money and getting it done by somebody who actually knows what they're doing. Disclaimer number two, I personally don't give a f about my hair. I have been bleaching, coloring, cutting my own hair since I was in my sophomore year of high school, and I haven't stopped. And I am and have always been subscribed to the mindset of if I f it up too badly, I can just shave it all off. And I have done that in the past where I don't like the color or I cut it too short or whatever and I just cut it all off and grow it out again. I have only ever gotten my hair professionally dyed twice in my life. The first time was the very first time I ever got it bleached, and I was 15, and the only other time was when I was 19 and my cousin was in beauty school and I wanted her to have something fun to do for one of our clients, and so I let her dye my mohawk that I had at the time rainbow, and those are the only two times. Every other time I have done it myself. And speaking of beauty school, disclaimer number three. Disclaimer number three is that yes, I did go to school for hair. No, I am not a licensed cosmetologist. Yes, I did drop out of my cosmetology school, but I went long enough to sort of learn the ropes, and I was there long enough to actually start working on clients. And when I left, I was actually at the top of my class. The reason that I did leave and the reason that I did drop out was due to severe mental health problems that I was having. Okay, now that we've gotten all of that serious stuff out of the way, let's have a little bit of fun. Now, I am notorious for using the worst, the cheapest, the ugliest box dyes and box bleaches to just screw up my hair just because I cannot be bothered to get something that is a little more professional. And with that, I have a lot of stuff going on in my hair right now. Let's just take a look, shall we? I'll get a little closer. So, the top layer of my hair and the bottom half of my hair are two completely different colors. So the ends have a couple layers of black hair dye on them, and then there's this nice little chunk here that has some orange hair dye, orange box dye, I should say, in it, and then I've got about an inch of root growth, and then going underneath, these are bleached ends from when I did blonde and black hair with, again, that a couple inches of orange box dye, and again, some amazing root growth. So there is a lot of layers, a lot of stuff going on, and my end goal with doing this is to get my hair to a light enough and even enough blonde color that I can start doing some fun colors and working with semi-permanent dyes so I can have all of those fun, like, crazy colors that I did in high school, because I really miss being able to do that, and I really miss being able to have a different color hair every month. But with all of that crap in my hair, I can't just go in straight with the bleach because it's just gonna end up patchy and uneven, and it's not gonna lift all of the areas. So I'm gonna start with something that I have never used an actual product for. I've only ever used home remedies for it. Some of this L'Oreal color remover that had some good reviews and seems easy enough to use. I'm just going to follow the instructions on that and try to get some of these dark spots lifted and maybe some of this orange back to what it was. So I'm just gonna do this off camera. Don't worry, I'll film all of the good stuff, and then once it's dry I will come back to you and we will go over how it looks, and we'll see what else we need to do. So see you in a second. And we're back. It is the next day, the next morning, I should say. I am in my pajamas. But let's just go over what has happened with that color remover that I got. As soon as I opened it up, I realized that what I had bought was just bleach. Which, I don't know if that stands for all color removers or if that was just the one that I got, but I basically paid extra money to get a tiny packet of bleach alongside the big bucket of bleach that I had also bought. So, mildly frustrating, but I decided to just go for it because I had already opened it, and what else was I gonna do? The front doesn't look that much different than it did when we last left off. Obviously, you can tell there's still like very dark spots, and that is because I did not have enough to do my whole head. I got the bag pretty good, but as soon as I moved up to my two front sections, I realized I was not going to have enough, and so I tried to focus it just on the darker ends, which on this side kind of worked out. You can see there's like still lines and a lot of spotting and stuff, and then by the time I got to this side, it was pretty much, I was scraping out my little container. So I wasn't wanting to bleach my hair more than I had to, which is why I bought the color remover in the first place, because I figured it probably wouldn't be as like harsh on my hair as regular bleach, but turns out it was bleach, so I'm gonna have to just suck it up. Let's do a little hair tour. So we'll start down here at the bottom because that's what I'm actually happy with. I tried my hardest not to get it on the roots because I want to do the roots all separately, but all of this down here, it's a little darker up near the top where I had just done the orange dye over my natural color, but down here at the bottom, this very light blonde, that's what I want. That's what I want for my whole head. So this is the end goal, but all over. I'm going to leave all of these blonde sections alone, try my hardest not to get any more bleach on them, and I'm just going to focus up here on the top sections, which you can tell sort of in the back that it did lift a lot of the color. It still has a lot of color in it, but it did do something. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on clothes that I don't care about, go into the bathroom, do the bleaching. I'll film it, I'll do a sort of sped up video, maybe I'll talk over it, but I'm not going to talk while I'm doing it. One, because I need to focus, and two, because my bathroom is in a more central location in my house, and everybody can hear me when I'm talking in there. I will see you in the bathroom.
Was noted for her dancing in the town. She could shake her feet so very neat. She had all the heights on Cooper hanging round. 'Cause when she danced, she sure could shiver. Oh, how she could sway. That funny motion caused some commotion to everybody, she would say. Oh, when I drag a rag with the big jazz band, the doggone, I'm a dancing fool. That funny syncopation gets me so warm, I want to jump into a swimming pool. 'Cause when I'm dancing, I don't know no dance hall rule. Oh, when I drag a rag with the big jazz band, the doggone, I'm a dancing fool. That's it, boy, that's it. Ain't that a wicked tune? Shoot me while I'm happy. On her piazza, received a visit from old Parson Brown. He said, look here, Sue, I'm telling you, the devil smiles, but all the good folks frown. 'Cause when you dance, you go plumb crazy. Listen, take my advice.
Are you okay? Okay. I don't know no dance hall rule. Oh, when I drag a rag with the big jazz band, the doggone, I'm a dancing fool. Ain't that a mean jazz? Shoot me, boy, shoot me. 'Cause when I'm dancing, I don't know no dance hall rule. Or when I drag a rag with the big jazz band, the doggone, I'm a dancing fool.
Why don't you write when you don't need money?
Sung by Bob Roberts, Edison Records. There's lots of trouble in sight. Miss Jones is starting to write to Mr. Mental Man on the road. He sent a letter just now. It's the old story how the troop is busted. The treasurer.
Alright, so I did the front and the back. That's what you just saw me do. And we are getting somewhere. We're not there yet, but we're getting somewhere. We're on our way. So it is much lighter than it was the last time you saw it. The bleach worked awesome. It is still like a bunch of different colors, and I haven't done the roots. I have left the roots alone for now, which honestly, in high school I would have totally rocked this. I was always letting my roots grow out with a light color because I just liked the way it looked. I still kind of like the way it looked, but we are going to do the roots. Don't worry. My natural hair lightens pretty well, and I did accidentally get some on my roots, and you can see that even just like touching them with the bleach, I didn't apply bleach here, it's just when this was setting up, it must have been pressed up against there, but it just took that really well. So I think what I might do is, since I'm planning on watering down the 30 volume developer to try to get it to a lesser volume because I don't want to buy another bottle of developer, I'm gonna just go over this with that watered down 30 volume when I do the roots. Hopefully that will kind of even out some of these darker patches, and I know I have some like lines in here that definitely need to get evened out. So I'm making a pact to myself that I'm never going to do the drugstore bleach, I'm never going to do drugstore box color. I am going to just do semi-permanent colors from here on out, just so I can have the safety in knowing that whenever I want to change my hair color, I can. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Yeah, so I will take a short break and see you back in the bathroom to do my lovely roots and all of these little patches of color that I missed. See you then. Alright guys, this is, just got done editing all of that footage, Eveline, and I'm realizing that this video is getting a little too long. If I were to do the cutting and potentially coloring in this video, it would just end up ridiculously long, so I'm going to end up cutting this into 2 parts. My hair is currently bleached. It is currently way past my bedtime. I've been editing for hours, so sorry, but if you want to see the final product, you're going to have to click through to part 2 of this video, which I will put a link to in my end card. So I will see you over there. I'm just going to do my quick little like and subscribe spiel real quick, and then I'll give you that end card. So if you like this video, feel free to click that like button, and if you want to stick around and see me go on more adventures, or if you want to see the second part to this video, it will be uploaded on the same day as this one. I will not make you wait for it. Then feel free to subscribe. I upload every Thursday, and I would love to have you. Though usually it's just one video, not a 2-part video. So thank you for watching. If you want to see the reveal of what my final bleached hair looks like, and hear me go over what happened and what went wrong, and then also see me cut and color it, then again, that end card will be there for you with a little box that you can click on to see all that. And don't forget to wash your hands. I'll see you over there. Goodbye.